Hey everybody, this recording is going to go through how to complete the debate counter argument template. So the purpose of this step, so this is step 4, the purpose of this step is to think about what the other side's arguments are going to be and then figure out how you would rebuke those arguments or how you would counter those arguments. So the first thing you're going to do here is you're going to introduce a point from the other side that you want to disagree with. So you're just going to state what that point is. So when we did the step 1, you looked at both sides of the argument. It'd be good to reference that document, pick out one of the arguments from the other side, and then put one sentence describing what the argument is. So you would say, like, the other side argues this. The concession, so this next box here, is in a few sentences discuss why the other side believes in this one specific claim. So it should go along with what you said in the topic sentence. You do not need to provide facts or statistics. You are merely just stating why they believe this claim. All right, moving on. So the next box, you're going to transition to your counter argument. So you want to say something along the lines of, though the other side believes this idea is correct, in fact, it is wrong because. So here's where you're trying to present the flaws in the other side's argument. So you need to clearly state why they are correct or why their evidence is not strong in this box. And then here's where you need to explain it. So this box, step 3, will probably be about a sentence or two. And then your explanation, the next box is where you're going to explain how the claim you just made is correct using evidence. So this could be evidence from your research, facts, statistics, so on and so forth. It could also be logic, so that's fine. So you don't necessarily need a piece of evidence. And this should take you several sentences. So again, this above where you're just transitioning to your counter argument is just going to be a sentence where you point out the flaw in the other side's argument. And here's where you're going to do a deep dive into that flaw. Then you're just going to give one more reason, so another strong reason why their claim is faulty, and state that in one clear sentence. You're going to then explain that just as you did in the other example. And then your conclusion is where you're going to, in one clear sentence, tell us the other side's claim and how they are wrong. All right. That is how you complete this. A couple points to remember. Make sure you directly attack their point, not add a new point. So you want to address the point that the other side is bringing up. You don't want to just make a completely different argument in your explanation. So the big thing here is you need to address that point specifically. So if they were to make that argument point, what would you say back to them that would disprove that specific point? For example, if they say school uniforms are great because they enhance security at the school, you would not say, well, they stifle individuality. So again, this talks about security. This talks about individuality. Those are two different topics. You weren't addressing what they were saying. You should talk then about how they do not enhance security when you would counter that argument. All right. Also, make sure we're respectful. Do not call them names. And just avoid sarcasm. So you don't want to say in your explanation, well, this is a stupid point because, or anything like that. You want to counter their argument with evidence of your own. All right, if you have any questions, make sure you reach out to your teacher.